At the very opening of this scene that we have been mulling over for some time, for some 3 or 4 years now, and but only a few days before the final presentation in its digital form. Now I'm referring to Act 1, Scene 2 of William Shakespeare's The Tragedies of King Richard III. Oh dear. Or to make it more precise, and yes, personal, we can call it Episode 2 of our evil encounter. Our evil incarnate. We find Lady Anne Neville already where it was is better, because the closer it is to the camera. Yeah, you see, of course, that page is perfect. The other pages will be a bit different. So, but anyway, for now, let's just do it for now. Okay now. Well, okay now. If all goes well this time around, we will soon be announcing plans for reviving some of our very best materials. So I want you to know that okay is now, and if all goes well this time around, we will all be announcing plans reviving things and so forth. If all goes well, then it's just going to be dandy. It's going to be just fine. We will soon be announcing plans for something like that, you know, whatever we're going to do. And it's just going to be swell. Well, okay now. If all goes well this time around, we will soon be announcing plans for reviving some beautiful machinery. You have no idea what it will be. Millennium yet. I'm still in the 1900s. In my head, I have to stop and think, where the hell are we in history? Hello, today is Sunday, September the 10th, 2006. Got that date?
A bloodless remnant of that royal blood. What the hell am I doing here?
Sorry, this one. Move around. It's very apt, isn't it? We will soon be announcing our next little fragment. Well, okay now. If all goes well this time, Mark, we will soon be announcing plans for 5 minutes for another little fragment coming along here.
Segment 52.
Yes, indeed. Well, okay now. If all goes well this time around, we will soon be announcing plans for reviving yet another plan for reviving round. We will round and round and round we'll go, and okay now, when all goes well. Did I say closer and closer but a moment ago with reference to the wooing of the Lady Anne scene? Well, I'm reminded of those precious last seconds of a close call NFL football game that drags out 15 more commercial minutes on the clock. Where the hell's the clock? I'm looking back. I can't find where I was. If they can do it, if they can do it, we can do it. No, I'll just stay where you are. This gentleman here is the Duke of Gloucester, latterly King Richard III of England. This was a portrait of him when his party or his family were in power, not when Shakespeare and the Tudors were. There's the difference. Now, is this all right so far?
Yeah, I think it's hiding everything well enough.
Okay, I'm going to do it. Set down.
Go ahead.
Set down your honorable load. Set down. Set down your honorable load. That's indeed here now, and I'll go over to. It's on now, and I'll take it over to any creeping venom that lives. Going to set down the course, and I'm over here, and go for someone, and then I'm like here, and I'm up here, looking there, I'm looking there.
And don't go too far off.
Well, yes, so it's exactly. Here I am, and
yeah.
Here, here's the curse, here's the hearse, and here's all the people. Richard comes from up here somewhere.
Yeah.
Stay you that bear the course and set it down. What black magician conjures up this something something to stop devoted charitable deeds? Now, he's there, so I should just do this. Except that she can't believe that this guy would be here at this point, but her.
Okay, we're rolling for you.
Just about good. Okay, let's go. Hello, everybody. Hope you have a great time this weekend at the 40th anniversary of Dark Shadows and the spell that it has cast for so many years over our great world of television and other media beyond. Today at the turning point, August 21st, my webmaster, Mark Lawrence, and myself are posting what for me is a sort of, a miracle. A miracle of motion and sound produced on my computer by means of my very own little digital camera. We are sending this miracle post-haste to the festival committee today for a premiere airing this coming weekend in New York City in time for the big anniversary, before mounting it on my website, www.jonathanfrid.com, early next week. Set down your honorable load, if honor may be shrouded in a hearse, whilst I a while obsequiously lament the untimely fall of virtuous Lancaster. Poor, key, cold figure of a holy king, pale ashes of the house of Lancaster, thou bloodless remnant of that royal blood, be it lawful that I invocate thy ghost to hear the lamentations of poor Anne, wife to thy Edward, to thy slaughtered son, stabbed by the self-same hand that made these wounds. Lo, in these windows that let forth thy life, I pour the helpless balm of my poor eyes. Cursed be the hand that made these fatal holes. Cursed be the heart that had the heart to do it. Cursed be the blood that let this blood from hence. More direful hap betide that hated wretch that makes us wretched by the death of thee, than I can wish to adders, spiders, or toads, or any creeping venom thing that lives. Come now towards Chertsey with your holy load, taken from Paul's to be interred there. And whenever you are weary of the wait, rest you, whilst I lament King Henry's course. Stay you that bear the course, and set it down. What black magician conjures up this fiend to stop devoted charitable deeds? Villain, set down the course, or by St. Paul I'll make a course of him that disobeys. My lord, stand back and let the coffin pass. Unmannered dog, stand thou when I command. Advance thy halberd higher than my breast, or by St. Paul I'll strike thee to my foot, and spurn upon thee, beggar, for thy boldness. What, do you tremble? Are you afraid? Alas, I blame you not, for you are mortal, and mortal eyes cannot endure the devil. Avaunt, thou dreadful minister of hell!
while thou hast but power over his mortal body. His soul thou canst not have, therefore be gone.
Sweet saint, for charity, be not so cursed.
Foul devil, for God's sake hence and trouble us not. For thou hast made the happy earth thy hell, filled it with cursing cries and deep exclaims. If thou delight to view thy heinous deeds, behold this pattern of your butcheries. Oh, gentlemen, see, dead Henry's wounds open from their congealed mouths and bleed afresh. Blush, thou lump of foul deformity, for 'tis thy presence that exhales this blood from cold and empty veins where no blood dwells. Thy deed, inhuman and unnatural, provokes this deluge most unnatural. O God, which this blood made, revenge his death. O earth, which this blood drinks, revenge his death. Either heaven with lightning strike the murderer dead, or earth gape open wide and eat him quick, as thou dost swallow up this good king's blood, which his hell-governed arm hath butchered. Lady, you know no rules for charity, which renders good for bad, blessings for curses. Villain, thou know'st no law of God or man. No beast so fierce but knows some touch of pity. But I know none, and therefore am no beast. Oh, wonderful, when devils tell the truth. More wonderful when angels are so angry. Vouchsafe, divine perfection of a woman, of these supposed evils to give me leave by circumstances, but to acquit myself. Vouchsafe diffused infection of a man for these known evils, but to give me leave by circumstance to curse thy cursed self. Fairer than tongue can name thee, let me have some patient legion to excuse myself. Say that I slew them not. Why, then they are not dead. But dead they are, and devilish slave by thee. I did not kill your husband. Why, then he is alive. Nay, he is dead and slain by my brother's hands. In thy foul throat thou liest. Queen Margaret saw thy murderous falchion smoking in his blood, the which thou once did bend against her breast, but that thy brothers beat aside the point. I was provoked by her slanderous tongue, which laid their guilt upon my guiltless shoulders. Thou wast provoked by thy bloody mind, which never dreamt on aught but butcheries. Didst thou not kill this king? I grant ye. Dost grant me, hedgehog? Then God grant me too, thou mayst be damned for that wicked deed. Oh, he was gentle, mild, and virtuous, the fitter for the King of heaven that hath him. He is in heaven where thou shalt never come. Let him thank me that holp to send him thither, for he was fitter for that place than earth, and thou unfit for any place but hell. Yes, one place else, if you will hear me name it. Some dungeon, your bedchamber. He'll rest betide the chamber where thou liest. So will it, madam, till I lie with you. I hope so.
Wisdom.
A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians.
Let us listen attentively.
You, my brothers and sisters, if If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and I have a faith that can move mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never falls or fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when perfection comes, the imperfect disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put childish ways behind me. Now we see but a poor reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part. Then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of all of these is love.
Peace be to you, read of the epistle. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Please stand.
It's called Look What You Did, Christopher. We don't have an author handy here as to who wrote this, but you'll find that out sooner or later. But the title is Look What You Did, Christopher. In 1492, somebody sailed the ocean blue. Somebody borrowed the Fair in Spain for a business trip on the bounding main. And to prove to people by actual test, you could get to the east by traveling west. Somebody said, sail on, and studied China and China's lingo, and cried for the bow, there's China now, and promptly bumped into San Domingo. Somebody murmured, oh dear, I've discovered the Western Hemisphere. And that, you may think, my friends, was that, but it wasn't. Not by a fireman's hat. Well enough wasn't left alone, and Columbus was only a cornerstone. There came the Spaniards, there came the Greeks, there came the Pilgrims in leather breeks, there came the Dutch and the Poles and Swedes, the Persians too, and perhaps the Medes, the Letts, the Lapps, and the Lithuanians, regal Russians and ripe Romanians. There came the French, and there came the Finns and the Japanese with their formal grins. The Tartars came, and the terrible Turks. In a word, humanity shot the works. And the country that should have been Cathay decided to be the USA. It was a night such as this, the night when a young, beautiful woman was pressed to her limits.
She could no longer accept what the future held for her. She knew she had to destroy herself before she became something she did not want to be. She'd quarreled with her lover. She tried to send him away. He would not be put off. He tried to put his arms around her, but she broke away from him, and she ran off into the stormy night. Her white dress contrasted against the darkness. He ran after her as she headed towards the one place on earth that seemed to be designed for the termination of life. Rain drenched her. The winds buffeted her, blowing her long hair wildly. Her clothing was torn by the low branches in her way. Her small white feet were bruised and mud-stained by the cruel, stormy pathway to the summit of the cliff. Shouts of her lover were lost in the wind as he moved swiftly after her. Near the top, she stumbled over a large rock. Crying hysterically, she limped and crawled to the edge of the precipice. Her lover reached her, clutched at her, spinning her around to face him. Her eyes were wide with terror. Her lover held her tightly, lips pressed against her throat. Soon she grew limp. He released her. And suddenly, with a last surge of energy, she broke free and hurled herself off the cliff. Her scream reacting and echoing as she plunged downward. Her body was impaled on the large, crabby rocks below. Her lover descended to the bottom of Widow's Hill and found her body broken, lifeless, bloodless. As violent as her death was, the expression on her face was one of serenity, as if this were the best possible ending to her life.